most important way that I've seen our work impact community is in that when we're working with community members and sort of saying, hey, we're coming here to do a piece about your community, people start to think about the community in a different way and think about themselves as active members, active citizens of their community in different ways. And it activates them to sort of think about how the community is defined, who is and who isn't in their minds in the community. And most importantly, it causes them to think about how they think their community might change and whether they want it to change and what positive things could happen, how to activate themselves to be positive forces in their community. And I think that's really exciting.
I keep forgetting who I used to be. But here and now it's good.
Since doing Touch the Water, it's, in the play it sort of reminds us about what happens if we don't take care of the environment, and even more so after people in our community saw the play, and even the kids in our play, it sort of reminded us that we're the caretakers of the river in our community.
I can't wait 50 years or even 20. We need our water now.
I believe that the play itself gave us like this soapbox to stand on, and not only us, to voice what we had to say, but it came from our own mouths and the mouths of the people in my community who were in the play.
Being a part of the Institute, I think that it really broadened my view of community and what it means to do community work. Something that I really love about Cornerstone that I feel like I didn't have an ownership of before was that community can exist anywhere.
My sister says that Jason has the right to be here.
It's okay, Christina, we're just talking.
This is my sister Amber.
Your sister should mind her business.
It's my neighborhood too, sir, and I'm going to stand up against the demonization and criminalization of people who are poor, homeless, and have no place for a dignified rest.
Oh, man.
Something that I was particularly impressed with Cornerstone was the professional production values that get applied to community-based theater. And there's always that struggle for a lot of community artists between process and product, and how to balance those two things. And I think that Cornerstone balances those things really beautifully. And I also discovered that it's a way to honor the community, to have high production values.
Our partnership with Gilead is all about using theater as a way to reach audiences with an educational message, a way to engage audiences in conversation about how they can take action on their own behalf as they deal with the challenges of HIV in their own lives, whether that's as a patient, as somebody who is HIV positive, or as somebody who is a family member of someone who is.
Get tested, know your status, and don't be ashamed.
I can see the results of new treatments, clinical research, and I can see people living.
Está muy bonito lo que ustedes vinieron a hacer. A mí por primera vez me tocó estar aquí. Así siempre para una terapia con muchas personas, no tener trabajo, como
un CD de esa grabación que tuvieron por el día de hoy, martes. Y sí lo quiero llevar a mi país, que eso es sufrir allá para los familiares que vienen y dicen que son mentiras lo que sucede, y es real, porque yo lo he sufrido en vivo. Yo quiero llevar ese CD para mi familia en Guatemala.
Está muy bonito la actuación que hicieron. Hasta lloré yo porque le pasa a uno en la vida real.
licencia. Le dije solo tengo la que en el Macar Turdán. Me paró un policía, me pide la licencia. Le dije pues el lado no me la ha querido dar. Ese güey no quiere dar licencias.
Hemos vivido muchas de esas historias. No he tenido la oportunidad de cruzar la frontera indocumentada, pero sí sé que es dejar hijos atrás.
I hope the show achieves is a higher kind of dialogue in theater and in activism, and I think in politics and in a lot of civic dialogue. Everybody has their own specific issue or specific aesthetic or whatever it is that they carry in their lives and say, this is the thing that I'm going to fight for, or this is the thing I care about. And in the case of the Bridge Show, it says, hey, you have your thing, other people have their thing. How do we make this a bigger conversation? How do we make this a conversation about where the city as a whole is going, and create a greater dialogue about where the movement of the city is?
Cornerstone now is doing work that I don't see happening at any other theater in the country.
Cornerstone to us isn't just a theater. They want to hear our stories, but they have also given us stories. I always tell my grandson, one day you're going to be old and we're going to look across the river and we're going to remember the people that came and had this theater here. And for one night, for those 19 performances, we got to be heard. We truly did. And we'll remember this for the rest of our lives.